back to Solstice, day 9. If you have a block, go ahead and grab it, or a rolled up blanket will work if you don't have a block, or even a pillow. We're going to start an extended child's pose, bringing our knees as wide as the mat, sitting back on our heels, and begin to melt your chest towards the mat. If you find that you're lifting up off of your heels, go ahead and use your block or pillow or blanket, and you can rest your forehead on it, coming up on your forearms. You can also place the pillow or blanket underneath, under your belly, and just keep your neck in line with your spine. And those of you who are able to come all the way down, melt your forehead to the mat, relax the arms, relax the shoulders. We're going to close our eyes and take a few breaths, becoming present on the mat. Feel free to set an intention for your practice or for your day. We're going to inhale to the count of 4 and exhale to the count of 8. Let's take a deep breath in and let it all go. Deep breath in and let it all go. One more time. Slowly begin to open up your eyes. We're going to walk forward. If you have a block or anything under you, just push it to the side. We're going to walk over to the right. Keep the elbows lifted and just stretch through that side. And come on through center. Let's come over to the left. Keep the elbows lifted. Stretch through that side. And come on back through center. Let's walk those hands up. And we're going to just walk up, coming into frog pose. Just gently letting our knees fall open. Keeping the shins in line with the knees. And you can stay up on your hands. You can come down to your forearms, whatever's more comfortable. And let's take a few breaths here. See if you can slowly begin to straighten out one leg. And drop that knee down. Bring that leg in. Come on up to your hands. Straighten out the other leg. And you can hold it here or come on back down to your forearms. And we drop that knee down, bring that leg in, walk on up to our hands, bring one knee in, then the other. Come back to your wide-legged position, big toes touch. And we're gonna slowly begin to open up through the chest, and then sit back. Open up through the chest, and sit back. One more time. And sit back. From here, we're going to stretch through the wrists. Let's bring the fingers to face towards our bodies. And we're just going to roll through those hands. You can use your whole body just to get into it. And let's flip those hands around. And again, just roll through those wrists. Let's do a couple wrist circles. And reverse. And come on down. Let's come into our tabletop. We're going to fold the top of our mat over and bring our knees onto that folded part for some padding. I'm going to show you with and without a block, just in case. So first we're going to bring our hands to our lower back, open up through the chest, shoulder blades come together, and slowly melt the chest towards the sky. Keeping your knees in line with your hips, and we're pushing through the hips. Take a deep breath, and come on back to neutral. Let's do that one more time. And gently come up, head comes up last. Now, with a block, you place it right on the outside of that leg and just open up, pushing through the hips, opening up through the chest. Without a block, and you can again adjust the height depending on where you are in your practice. Without a block, you're going to grab that heel and open it up. And we're going to come to the other side. Place your block there if you need it. Open it up, touch that heel, push through those hips. Let's come on back to the other side. And one more time. And go ahead and move that block to the side. Unravel your mat. We're going to come into our tabletop. Bring that right leg out to the side and begin to walk into a puppy pose variation. Melt the chest towards the mat. You can place your chin on the mat or your forehead. And take a deep breath here. And let's slowly walk it up. Come on back to your tabletop. Left leg comes out this time to the side. And just walk those hands down, melting the chest towards the mat into your puppy pose variation. If you find that your upper back is super tight and this is super uncomfortable, just widen your arms. Take a breath. And let's come on back. Bring it in, back to your tabletop. We're going to do a couple cat-cows just to counteract with that puppy pose we just did. So let's just open it up, arch that back, open up through the chest, shoulders slightly back, chin lifts. This is where you inhale. And exhale, we're going to round through, pushing through the hands, the tops of the feet, chin to chest. This is where you exhale. Come on back as you inhale, lift the chin, and exhale, round it through. Come on back to neutral. Right leg comes out, left arm comes out, we lift the belly button towards the spine. We're going to bend that left leg, grab the top of that foot, open up through the chest, and kick that leg up towards the sky. Take a deep breath here, and gently release. If you need to stretch through that wrist, go for it. And let's bring the left leg out, right arm out. We lift that belly button towards the sky. Bend that left leg. Bring that right arm around, grab the top of that foot, begin to kick the leg toward the foot towards the sky, opening up through the chest. Take a deep breath here. Just do the best you can. If you can't reach, just lift that leg and do your best to reach back. Let's sit back in a regular child's pose, knees together, sit back on the heels, and forehead to the mat. Take a deep breath. One more deep breath. And from here, we're going to slowly begin to open up that chest towards the front of our mat, coming into upward facing dog. We sit back, regular child's pose. Come on forward into your upward facing dog, opening up through the chest. Sit back, child's pose. And we're going to come into our tabletop. Curl those toes under, come into your first down dog. Take your dog for a walk as you take a few deep breaths. Stretch through the tops of the feet. And we lift that tailbone towards the sky. We melt that chest towards the thighs. Maybe you have a bend in your knees. Maybe you sink those heels towards the mat. And we're going to bring the right leg high. It's a three-legged dog. Big breath in. We exhale, bend that heel, bend that knee, bring the heel towards the glute. And draw 3 circles. And let's reverse, draw 3 circles. Bring that knee towards your chest. We're going to flex that foot and step it up between the hands. Lower down. We flatten on that back foot. Slowly begin to rise up, squeeze those thighs together. Big breath in. We're going to exhale, melt that belly towards the thigh. Arms come back behind in airplane. And lift over the head. Back in airplane. And over the head. Frame that front foot. Pop up on that back leg. Slide that leg back to your high plank. We're going to take our vinyasa here. Modifications, you can drop your knees and lift the heels. You can use 2 blocks in front of those hands to land on. Let's take a deep breath in. Chaturanga. Drop it down as you exhale. We're going to flip the feet. Open it up into your upward facing dog. Bend that right knee. Turn, bring it back behind you. Open up to your wild thing. We're going to sit down and touch those toes. And then we're going to reach it back open. Sit down, touch those toes, open it up. This time we sit down. We're going to wrap that left arm around that bent leg. Right arm comes back behind us. And we turn and twist, looking over that right shoulder. We're going to turn our torso, both hands on the mat, come back to your belly. Lift up into your upward facing dog. We bend that left knee. Bring that foot behind. Open it up into your wild thing. We're going to sit down, touch the toes. We're going to open it up. Sit back down, touch the toes. Open it up. And this time we sit all the way down. We wrap that right arm around. Left hand comes behind. And we look over that shoulder. Twisting through the torso. Take a deep breath. And we're going to slowly begin to turn. Both hands to the mat. Come on to your belly. We're going to lift both legs. Grab the tops of those feet. Coming into bow pose. Internally rotating those legs slightly. So instead of externally rotate, we slightly internally rotate. Fill your lungs with air. Tighten through the core and exhale. Kick those feet up. Open up through the chest and lower it down. Don't let go of the feet. Internally rotate those thighs. Big breath in. We're going to exhale and lift. And now we lower. Hands under those shoulders, curl those toes. Come on back to your down dog, pedal through the feet. Taking a few deep breaths. Lift that tailbone towards the sky. On your next breath in, left leg comes high to three-legged dog. Exhale as you bend that knee, heel to glute. Draw your 3 circles. And reverse. Bring that knee in towards your chest. Flex that foot, give yourself some height, step it up. Drop down on that back leg. Rise up, squeezing those thighs. Arms overhead. Big inhale, and we exhale, melt that belly towards the thighs. Arms come back behind an airplane. Bring them forward. Arms come behind. Bring them forward overhead. Frame that front foot, pop up on the back. Slide back to your high plank. You can drop your knees down to modify. We're going to take a deep breath in. Come forward. Exhale into your chaturanga or vinyasa. Open it up. Bend those knees, curl those toes. Lift those hips and walk your dog. Take a deep breath. Tailbone towards the sky. Melt that chest. Take a deep breath. On your next breath in, right leg comes high. Three-legged dog. We exhale, open up that hip. And we're going to bring it right through the center. Drop it down into your pigeon. Slide back on that back leg. Make sure hips are squared to the front. And that knee should be facing the side of your mat as best as you can. You might need to open up that bottom half of the leg to give you a little bit more room. You might need to bring it in. It just depends on your anatomy. We're going to walk it forward. Maybe you need to stop here at your forearms and this is comfortable for you. Maybe you can come all the way down, forehead to the mat, and take a few breaths. And let's slowly begin to walk it back up. Lift that back leg. We're going to grab that heel and then the top of the foot and stretch it in towards the glute. Elbow reaching for the sky. Take a deep breath here. And gently lower that back leg. We're going to curl those toes under, lift that kneecap. We're going to slide that left leg out to the side, turning, flatten. As we open up that left arm to the sky, lifting the hips. And slowly begin to lower all the way down. Coming into somewhat of a middle split. We're going to grab both big toes and just pull forward, melting the chest towards the mat. Come on up. We're going to open up that chest, stretch it over to that right foot. Keep that chest nice and open. Come on back up, grab the other toe. Open up through that chest, stretch it over to the left foot. Keep both sits bones on the mat. And come on back. Bring both legs together. We're gonna turn, come onto our bellies, hands under the shoulders, curl those toes, and lift those hips into your down dog. Walk the dog, take a deep breath. One more deep breath. Tailbone towards the sky. Melt that chest. We're going to bring that left leg high, three-legged dog. Big inhale. We exhale, open up that hip, bend that knee, heel towards the glute. Deep breath in. As we exhale, we come forward, knee to chest, and we drop it down into our pigeon. Slide back on that back leg. Hips are squared to the front of your mat. Play around with opening up that foot or bringing it in to give you more space. And we walk down to the forearms. So maybe you stay here. Maybe this feels good. Maybe you continue on all the way down, forehead to the mat. Take a deep breath. One more deep breath. Last breath. And let's walk it on up. We're going to lift that back leg, grab that heel, and then maybe you grab the top of the foot. Stretch it in towards the glute, elbow to the sky. Take a deep breath. Slowly lower it down. We're going to pop up on that back leg, pushing through the hands. We're going to slide that left leg over to the right, turn and flatten on the back foot. As we open it up, right arm to the sky, we lift those hips. Take a breath. And slowly lower down. From here, we're going to grab both toes and just melt the chest forward. Come on, back up. We're going to turn the torso, stretch it over to the right foot. Keep that chest open. Come on, back up. Let's take it to the other side. Open up through that chest. And take a deep breath. Come on back. Both legs come together and we turn, coming onto our bellies. What happened to my music, May? I don't know, it's frozen. Okay, well. All right, curl the toes, hands under the shoulders. Come on back to down dog. From here, we're going to pop up on our tippy toes, and we're going to walk crisscross all the way up in our high heels, and come into forward fold. Nice bend in the knees, tailbone towards the sky. Grabbing opposite elbows, we just ragdoll. Oh, hell no, you did not just do that during my yoga. Hush. Let me turn that off. Alexa, play meditation music. Alexa, volume 10. That's not music, that's the sound of the ocean. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry. I hope you guys are still in your forward fold. Your head's probably really full of blood right now. Take a deep breath and slowly rise up, holding onto those elbows. We lift, and we're going to bring it over to the right. Hips come out to the left, chest is open. Come on back through center. Take it over to the left. Hips come out to the right. Come on back through center. Deep bend in the knees. We push those hips out. Tighten the core. We open that chest to the sky. Come on back up. And let's swan dive it down. This time we hug it in. Slowly roll up. Deep breath in. And exhale. Hands to heart. We're going to come into eagle pose. So bring your feet together. Small bend in the knees, just like you would in Tadasana, but your feet are closer together. So same posture, deep bend in the knees, hands to heart. We're melting all four corners of that left foot into the mat as we bring that right leg over. You can use that toe as a kickstand. Maybe you just cross it over. Maybe you can wrap it around again. Arms come out. Left arm's gonna come under. Maybe you just bring the backs of the hands together, or you grab that thumb, or bring both palms together. Lifting the elbows towards the sky. We sink a little deeper. Find your focal point. Take 3 breaths. Slowly begin to rise. Cross that leg over. And we're going to slowly bend into a chair variation. See if you can touch your elbows to the shin. Slowly begin to rise, unravel, shake it out, and come back to your Tadasana. Bring both feet together, melting that right foot, all four corners, into the mat. Deep bend in the knees, hands to heart. You should already be focusing on one point by now. Maybe you use that toe as a kickstand. Maybe you wrap it around. Arms come out, this time right arm under. Maybe backs of the hands come together, you grab that thumb, or both palms together. Sink a little deeper, and take 3 breaths. Slowly begin to unravel. We're gonna cross that left leg over the right. Coming into our chair variation, slowly and controlled. As you sit down, bring the elbows to the shin. And gently release. Shake it out. Do you feel that in your legs? Yeah. Pretty good, huh? Deep breath in, bring those arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Melting all four corners of that left foot. We're gonna bend that right knee. Lifting the arms over the head. Stretch that right leg out. And bend. Coming right into our warrior 3. Deep bend in that front leg. We're going to come onto the ball of that back foot. Opening up into your crescent lunge. Interlace those hands behind you. Turn and flatten on that back foot. Slowly melt that chest forward, bringing the left elbow. I always say elbow. Bringing the left shoulder to the left knee. Come on up. Good thing I'm going to school for the anatomy of the body, right? Not that it'll help. Come on back down. And lift. We're going to slowly begin to turn on the ball of the back foot. Keep those hands interlaced. See if you can push off. If you need to use that toe, that's okay. Come into your warrior 3. Slowly coming forward. See if you can straighten that leg out. Keep those arms interlaced. And bring it in. Shake it out. I know, I'm really hard on you guys today. Take a moment in your mountain pose just to recoup. Take a deep breath. One more deep breath. Do you feel that heart rate up? And we haven't been running or jogging or doing jumping jacks. Nope. All right, all four corners of the feet into the mat in your Tadasana. hands to heart. We lift that left knee, and as we do, we bring the arms overhead. Straighten that leg out. We're gonna bend. Come right into your warrior three. Deep bend in that front leg as you land on the ball of that back foot. Coming into your crescent lunge. We're gonna interlace the hands, turn and flatten on that back foot. Slowly melt that shoulder to the knee. Lift back up. Come on back up. Melt it back down. And we lift. We're gonna turn onto the ball of that back foot. And from here, see if you can push off. Coming into your warrior three. Slowly bend that knee. Straighten that leg. Keep those arms interlaced. And lower. Shake it out. Are you sweating? Deep breath in. Exhale, dive down the middle. Come into your halfway lift, flat back. Deep breath in, and we exhale, forward fold. Hands to the mat. Step it back. High plank. Drop those knees down. Coming into your tabletop, we curl those toes under, hands under the shoulders. We lift the knees 1 inch off of the mat. And from here, we kick up. Stay lifted. Bring it down, let's take it to the other side. Knee to chest, kick it up. Make sure you're breathing. Come on down, take a break. If you need to sit back and maybe stretch through the wrists, go for it. Come on back. We're gonna do it one more time on each side. Lift those knees. Right side, knee to chest. Stay lifted, take it to the other side. Drop it down. Swing those legs around. Woo, woo-wee. We're gonna slowly lay back, one vertebrae at a time. Both legs to the sky. Flex the feet. We're going to interlace the hands in steeple grip or Charlie's Angels fingers. And we're just going to lift, but we're going to let the core do the work. Just a little baby pulse towards the feet as we breathe. Keep going. Hug it in. Give yourself a little back massage. Bring those legs back up. Flex the feet. Steeple grip or Charlie's Angels fingers. Point it over to the left. And we pulse. Let the core do the work. Hug it in. Take a deep breath. A little back massage. And come on back up. legs to the sky, flex the feet, steeple grip. Come on over to the right. And we, what's the word I'm looking for? Pulse. Thank you. Hug it in. Give yourself a little back massage. All right, last but not least, we're gonna come into our little bug position. So knees to elbows. And we're going to bring the right leg down and in to touch the knee. Down and in, down and in. Just doing the one side for right now. Don't give up. Now we take it to the other side. Come on, you got it. This is where the change happens. Hug it in. You did so good. Give yourself a back massage. Let's do a good morning stretch and just feel how tight those core muscles are. Do you feel that? Oh yeah, that means it's working. Stretch, 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 stretch. So good. Oh. From here, we're going to come into happy baby. So we're going to grab the outside of each foot and bring the bottom of the foot towards the sky. We're going to keep the tailbone on the mat. We're not lifting the tailbone like this. Flatten that tailbone and then push the knees towards the ground. Keeping those feet open to the sky. From here, you can rock back and forth if you'd like. Take a deep breath. And you can bend one leg in and then grab the toe and straighten one leg. That should feel pretty good. Bend that one in and take it to the other side. Straighten that leg. Take a deep breath. And bend both in and maybe straighten both legs. Take a deep breath. Keep that tailbone on the ground. Go ahead and fold them in. And we're going to bring both legs down. You know, I always like to end with a twist. So let's twist that right leg over. No, left leg over to the right. Just kidding. Left leg over to the right. Way to confuse everybody, Katie. Take a deep breath. This is great for digestion, great for your metabolism, great for getting, releasing toxins from the body. So I suggest drinking your water right after practice. Come on back to your spine. Bend that leg and come on over to the left side with that right knee. Both shoulder blades on the mat. You can open that right arm out. Take a deep breath. And we come on back. So just like we finished practice, just like we started practice today, we're gonna finish. So let's all turn to one side in our fetal position and come on up to a seat. We're going to grab a pillow or a blanket if your dog's not asleep on it. Let me see if I have a pillow. And we're going to, I do. We're going to use that to drape over our legs in extended child's pose. I'm going to play my drum first, but I just want to show you what it should look like. So knees as wide as the mat, big toes touch. Place your pillow right on top of your legs and just melt over and just relax. Melt your body into the mat, let everything go. Close your eyes, begin to breathe, slow and controlled breaths, just like we do at the beginning of practice. Count of 4 in, count of 8 for the exhale. Try your best to clear your mind and just be present in the moment, surrendering to the quiet and the peace. And I will join you in just a moment. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, just gently waking up through the body. We're going to slowly begin to walk back up. As you come up, you can gently open up your eyes. And we're going to have a seat. If you want to use your block or your pillow or blanket or even both, I highly recommend it. It's very comfortable. Well, but don't fall. Find the sweet spot. Open up through those hips. Sit up nice and tall. Feeling at your most elevated or your highest peak. Shoulders relaxed. We're going to take a big inhale, reaching the arms over the head. We're going to hold it at the top. And then I want you to visualize any negative thoughts or any negativity in your life. I want you to visualize it coming out with each exhale. Let's take a deep breath in, arms overhead. Hold at the top. And exhale, let it all go. Deep breath in. Hold at the top. And let it all go. Hands to heart. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me for day 9. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I hope to see you back for tomorrow for day 10. Thank you guys so much and have a great rest of your day. Namaste.